Hey everybody,
Hi everyone,
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
it's El Glam on the Harmony of the Seas.
Yes, absolutely, guys. Welcome to the heart. We're in our cabin in the Harmony of the Seas, and we wanted to bring some information, share some information with you guys, and then about what's going on here in the Harmony of the Seas. And then we wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on with the new CDC decision and kind of weigh in, give you my 2 cents on it. So first off, let's talk about what's going on with the Harmony of the Seas. So right now, the sailings or the showings for the Greece show had been canceled on board the ship.
Yes.
The first couple went off without a hitch earlier this week, and then
There were about 2 shows, and then that was it.
Yeah, and ours got rescheduled for last night, and then that got canceled again as we were sitting there waiting. We were at the Aqua show.
Yes,
and,
we were so excited. We couldn't wait for the show because this is why we took this cruise to see the Broadway show Grease.
Yeah, that's really one of the cool things about the especially the Oasis class ships, but Royal Caribbean in general, they have some really great shows. But the Oasis class,
top-notch Broadway shows,
and several of our subscribers on there have been telling us how great the show was and everything.
Make sure we watch it. Shout out to all the subscribers who stopped us in the building. We love you, and we're gonna put something together to show everybody that we met all year.
All right, so anyway, what we found out is that some of the cast members of the Broadway show Grease on board the ship here tested positive for COVID.
Yep.
And they are being quarantined, and the shows have been canceled.
Yes.
I would assume that since they are in quarantine, unless it's some kind of a false positive, turns out to be a false positive, I would assume that the next sailing probably won't have Grease either, unless they have some kind of backup performers.
Yeah. If you're on the next sailing out, you may not be able to see the Broadway shows because most of the crew are not feeling well, so they had to cancel the entire show.
Yeah, so they did say they're going to try to do something today with to do some of the music from the show with some of the other cast members, I guess, that didn't test positive.
Or the orchestra team, the music team, they're going to just play.
Yeah, so kind of a bummer on that one, but it's par for the course. So we were really looking forward to seeing the Grease. But hey, it gives us a reason to come back on the Harmony of the Seas again, right?
It really does. If you can, just make sure you give us a thumbs up. If you love our content, we've surprised you today and went live. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you're new, welcome to our channel. It's Mr. and Miss Traveler. I'm El Glam. This is Mr. Traveler. You can also follow us on Facebook, Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers, where we continue this conversation over there. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you love it.
That's right. So we're going to go live tomorrow from Perfect Day at Coco Cay.
Yes.
To usher in the new year with you guys.
It'll be a brand new year we have never lived before.
Because I'm getting ready to go in on the CDC right now. And so I don't really want to tie that to a Happy New Year message, but
well, you got to tell it like it is. That's why people watch our channel, because we are very honest. So we might as well talk about it.
All right, so that's it for you. If you're just joining us, just kind of recap real quick. Cast members from the musical show Grease on board the Harmony of the Seas have tested positive for COVID-19.
They are
not sure how many other cast or crew members are involved with it at this time, but the ship has acknowledged that there is cases on board the ship. They've canceled the showings for Grease. They put those people in quarantine. So I would expect that the next sailing will not have the Broadway show Grease as well, unless this turns out to be like a false positive thing. We'll find out. So now let's talk about the CDC's thing that came out with this level 4 travel advisory for cruise ships.
Yeah, what is that about?
Listen, let me say this. I get it. There's issues going on in the world. This is something that definitely needs to be taken seriously. We personally have known people that have passed away because of COVID-19. I get all that. Here's the problem that I have with this. This is I think this is our 4th cruise back since the pandemic.
Yes, our 4th cruise back, and this is our 54th cruise.
So here's the thing. You're looking at two people, and there's many others that have been on these cruise ships, have gone on these, had a great time, absolutely no problems. We're wearing our masks in the public places.
We're washing our hands, washy.
Even when we're out and about and it's just crowded, where we're not necessarily required to wear masks, we still throw them on if there's a lot of people around.
Of course.
It's called common sense to me. So here's the problem that I have with the CDC. So now you're in an industry where they're being forced to test. And that's how they know what's going on. Okay, so I just want to put it in perspective. If you were forced to be tested to go to the mall, to go to the grocery store, to get on an airplane, all these other activities, guess what? It'd be a level 4 CDC recommendation that you not go to the grocery store, because how many people have gone in that store that are tested COVID positive? And the closed quarter things I don't really buy. I mean, listen, you can brush past somebody in the market and they sneeze or whatever the case may be. You may touch something and then touch your eye contact, whatever the case may be. That only takes seconds.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And because everybody that comes on this ship is being tested before they're getting on board here, the level of safety is up here compared to just about anything else that you're doing.
True.
You're going to the mall, you're going to the restaurants, you're going to wherever you're going to every day, and you have zero idea how many people in that audience are sick with COVID or whatever else. You know what I mean? I
think the CDC is putting a magnifying glass on the cruise industry, and I think it's unfair. They're going way too far with it. I think they're taking the control and running with it, and that's just our opinions. Comment below and let us know how you feel about the new level 4 CDC guidelines and then the takeover, basically. Let us know how you feel down below.
And this is what I want to tell you guys. I want to encourage you. Please don't let the CDC discourage you from cruising, because this is probably the safest thing. Here's the industry where you can go on vacation and you know that everybody at least 2 days before this cruise took a COVID test and it came up negative.
Yes.
So there's a very high probability that most, if not everybody on board the ship does not have COVID.
Unlike the airlines.
Unlike anywhere else. This is the only place that does it.
Yes.
Unlike any place else.
For some reason, they putting the Kung Fu grip on cruising, and we don't understand it.
So if anything else, this should give you the testing requirements and the things that are being required of you on board the ship should give you more peace of mind.
Yeah.
That you're safe on here. Just imagine, they had this little outbreak on here, and people are tested, and the crew are tested on a constant basis.
Put away in quarantine, away from everybody.
Imagine we had this small outbreak here, and it was tested, caught, quarantined. Imagine what you're dealing with in the general public.
True. Without
testing, without quarantines, and all that other stuff. So, and that's my encouragement to you.
Yeah.
Is to say, if anything else, to me, that's what the CDC should be saying is, yes, this happened on there, but hey, people are being tested before they're going on here. People are required to have vaccinations for the most part. It's a very safe environment to go and have a great time.
It is.
We are witnesses to that.
Yes.
Many of you are witnesses to that have been on these cruises. All these other people that we're here with on this cruise today are having a fantastic time.
Shout out to Royal Caribbean, who's updating us. We're hearing the speakers. They're updating us, letting us know what's going on. Of course, there's about to be a lot of parties on here for New Year's Eve, so they have to be safe. Yet, they are updating us and letting us know exactly what's happening with the crew. And, they have to quarantine. They're letting us know what's going on.
And listen, they're not hiding it at all. The gal at Guest Services told us first. And I thought, I wasn't sure if she was supposed to tell us that or not. But literally 15 minutes later, we were in our cabin, and it came across the speakers in your cabin.
They announced it.
Shipwide announcement of what was taking place in here. So they're being very transparent.
We were really shocked about that, because normally they don't discuss what happened. They just tell us that a show is canceled and that's it. But they told us the reasons why. on the ship. So we are actually selling on the ship. We're actually selling with the crew, and the crew is put away, and it's okay. We'll come back and see Greece later, but they have some things and protocols that they have to follow, although the CDC has just gone too far, in our opinion.
Yeah. Of course, when you do these things, you do these trips like this, of course you should be safe. I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure when you're going about
Absolutely.
your daily lives and going to work and doing all those different things, that you're being safe and taking precautions. You do the same thing when you're on here.
That's right.
I mean, you just have to. Generally people like to come on vacation and let the hair down and just
that's the reason
relax.
for getting away.
And that's all fine and good, but you have to keep in mind the little extra safety precautions.
Yes, somebody also asked in our comments below, how was it going to Mexico? How was our experience there because of the breakouts with the gangs and the fights and on the beach and things like that? It was, to me, it was the same. It was just, click off. Hold on 1 second. To me, it was pretty much the same, but although there were different, when we went to Mexico, we went to Costa Maya. We also went to Cozumel, and there were a lot of police walking around with machine guns. That was what was different about going to Mexico this time versus the last times we were there. They have to be safe as well, because there's been a lot of breakouts with gang activity and some things that happened that was out of control on the beaches of Mexico. We felt very safe in Costa Maya and Cozumel, and we did not leave the port though. We stayed at the port, so we didn't leave it. But there still was a lot of police activity inside the port, which was very weird to see because we normally don't see that.
Yeah. The stuff that's been happening has been happening on mainland Mexico, which I'm not sure. I haven't heard of anything like really recently. But I did notice when we went to Cozumel, I did not see shore excursions going over to mainland Mexico, like going over to the Xcaret Park and the different things over there. I didn't see them available on the app for the shore excursions.
They took them off.
So, and then as Ms. Traveler said, went to Costa Maya, which that's a really nice port right there. Anyway, they have some really nice shops, and they have that swimming pool in there that's really nice and all that. So we hung out there for the day.
Sure.
And there was armed, looked like armed military walking around. Not a lot, but they were there. They were there. The presence was there, which we've seen that before. Like we've been over to
Jamaica,
Matsalan, and things like that. We've seen.
We've seen it before.
Yeah, just have never seen it there in Costa Maya before. So
we're gonna update you some more on things that happened. We've been filming the entire ship. Mr. Traveler was up all night filming this big girl. She's huge and she is just amazing, and there's not going to be a lot of cons, I have to tell you, but we do have our pros and cons list coming up, and you want to stay tuned for that. It's the end of the year. We're wrapping up 2021.
I'm luring somebody away from Norwegian.
Yes, it's working. It's working. I'm falling in love with Royal Caribbean. As you know, Norwegian is my favorite line right now. It might change.
All right, everybody. So thank you so much for tuning in. Just wanted to bring that information to you guys. I just want to encourage you, if you have travel plans on this cruise ship, keep doing it. If you were planning to do something, do it. Please do not live in fear. Just live with, now we have to have not just caution, but an abundance of caution.
Yes.
When we're on board, and that's fine.
I have to say this. What I love about this particular cruise is all the families that's on here. It's so many families on here. Make sure you take this time and spend with your family, because we don't know what's going to hold, what the future holds for this new year that's coming up. You want to take advantage of this, and if you're ready to travel, make sure you give us a call, 877-697-4470, or we can be reached at www.mr-traveler.com. We will be more than happy to take care of you.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, listen, we will talk to you tomorrow on New Year's. No CDC talk, nothing.
Yeah,
it's just
going to go out to the pool.
We're going to be positive vibes.
That's
starting
right.
off the new year next
year.
Make
sure you enjoy the new year coming in with your family. We'll be thinking about you all when it turns 12 o'clock. We couldn't get through this year without you. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you next year.
Absolutely, guys. Be safe tonight. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Let's say goodbye to 2021.
Yes.
Big things coming in 2022. And we can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. God bless and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Make sure you know that life is short.
Have fun, guys.
See the world.
Bye.
Be blessed wherever you are.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.